Hello and welcome back to Makeup Bag Monday, a weekly series where I rotate new and existing makeup products in my makeup collection and test it out for an entire week, using it, giving it another good look, and letting you know how I did for the week and whether or not I am going to keep the product or let it go to a new home or responsibly recycle it. If you're new, my name is Serein Wu and this is my beauty and ASMR channel. I do have a second channel called More Serein Wu where I talk about lifestyle products, weekly vlogs, my journey into motherhood, and all of that other fun stuff, including my nutrition certification background. But if you love beauty and want to hang out, this is the channel for you. I started this series a few years ago and it was a huge hit. Took a break from it. I've officially decided to bring it back because it's a great way for me to really fall in love with my makeup again and fall in love with getting ready again, which is so important after 2020 and after becoming a mom during 2020. Entire pregnancy happened during lockdown and I had my first 6 months essentially still under lockdown. While things are kind of in a new normal, I still want to get ready. It makes me feel good. It's why I discovered YouTube. It's how I discovered YouTube. It reminded me of taking care of myself, playing with makeup, just having fun with beauty products. Let's just get right into it. I'm gonna go through everything I really tested out for the last week. I did go to Sephora and pick up the new Rose Ink collection. And instead of doing a first impression review, I thought it'd be better to just incorporate it into my Makeup Bag Mondays. I had two favorites of mine, one a little bit more lightweight, one a little bit more buildable up to a full coverage. I used both of these and I've actually been using both of these for quite some time. Most of the summer I've been switching off between the two. This is the Chanel Water Tint and this is a beautiful, beautiful lightweight water-like feel on the skin. Very nourishing and hydrating in the way it looks, and it just has pigment encapsulated in water that bursts. For me, a light medium coverage. I know this might not be enough coverage for those who really truly enjoy a medium to full coverage, but for me this is like all I felt like I needed, especially in hot weather. It feels so lovely on the skin, absolutely divine. I am still going to keep this in my rotation because it is one of those products that I want to keep using up because I don't want it to go bad because it's quite pricey and I love it. This is the other foundation I was using, and this is the Orce Come Closer foundation. This is one of those foundations that just always performs so well. Specifically, Orce is an Asian woman-owned, founded business. And what I love about it is that the color range is specifically formulated and color matched specifically Asian skin tones, from the lightest of Asian skin tones to the darkest of Asian skin tones. Founded in that principle because it was very hard to correctly color match in certain brands as an Asian woman or even an Asian male looking for foundations. We have a little warmth, but I actually would get color matched too warm, too yellow, too orange. I don't really have that much of it. I come off that way in certain lightings, but I actually have very cool undertones as well. Like my veins are actually very blue and purple in certain areas, so it's something that I always have trouble with. When I'm asked to be color matched, I tend to be color matched way too warm or too yellow. And I always try to look for a neutral, but that's hard because sometimes a neutral is not truly a neutral. Things tend to skew warmer. Orce kind of solves that problem, and what's great is you can buy their little set of 3 minis. You can kind of gauge light, medium, deep, and then you get the 3 sets and you can try them out because I go between 2 shades. In my winter shade, my fairest shade, I'm going to be 20, and then my spring summer shade, I'm going to be 30. You can play with that, see what shade you want, and the cost of your tester kit goes towards a full-size bottle of your Orce Come Closer foundation. Medium to full coverage, very buildable, very luminous, but not greasy looking, not oily looking. It also is formulated to help a lot of the issues that Asian skin tends to have, which is we have a lot of surface oils, but that's caused from dehydration underneath. It helps with hydrating the skin without making it oilier and kind of just balancing out the skin in general. So a lot of the skin issues that Asian skin tends to have, it's either super oily, enlarged pores, or it can be seemingly dry. It's because of dehydration. and this foundation specifically is formulated to target those skincare issues that are typically found in Asian skin that isn't always addressed. Very, very good foundation. I'm gonna rotate this out because I'm actually going to the desert for a little girls getaway. I'm so excited. I don't see myself wearing a full coverage foundation. This is full coverage for me, but it feels so great on the skin. Love that foundation, and it's not just for Asian skin. Obviously, there's a shade that will most likely match you as well. So whatever it is, if you want to try it out, definitely try that out. Probably not even bring this with me to the desert. Kind of went backwards. Here's a primer that I was testing out. Actually, a rare primer that I like and surprisingly affordable. It's Wet n Wild Impossible Primer. This is completely silicone free, cruelty free, and affordable. I don't know how it's silicone free because it feels like the Professional. It feels like the Tarte, that white one that came in a jar. It just feels really cooling and it absorbs really nicely into the skin. I really think it's a great product for those of us who want a more flawless, poreless look. Obviously, we still have pores. Pores are normal, pores are natural. We need pores. Just minimizes that look a little bit. I target this in my T-zone area. This is where I have more enlarged pores. This is where I get oilier. This is also where makeup is gonna wear off when I'm wearing a mask the most. So I do use this when I'm gonna be out and I'm wearing a full face of makeup, specifically if I'm using Orce, because while I don't need a primer with that foundation, and for the most part I don't use primers, I have really been enjoying this, and I do find it helps my makeup stay on a little bit more securely and evenly when I'm wearing a mask, and it's been unusually humid lately. Here is the Rare Beauty translucent powder puff that's preset and a blotting sheet. I did use this all week. I do like it. I don't know that I would use this exclusively as my powder. I still feel like you need a setting powder. For touch-ups, I feel like this is really nice to just kind of take down a little shine, and also, of course, the blotting powder is really nice. I'm probably gonna bring this with me because I like how compact it is and the options with it. I like that there's the blotting paper and also the preloaded puff and a decent sized mirror. This is going to stay in this into next week. I do recommend it, not as your only powder. The powder that I've been using specifically is the Orce Come Closer Setting Powder, and this is a translucent powder that is really, really phenomenal. Very finely milled, talc free, very good at setting your makeup. This is been my go-to since it launched. For eyeshadow, I have my Kevyn Aucoin Something Nude eyeshadow palette. This has been my go-to nude eyeshadow palette. Very smooth, easy to blend, effortless to use. Every shade that I could need, especially when I was really trying to get some use out of this Rare Beauty Confidence Energy palette. This is very colorful, very shimmery. It's just not something I reach for very much. This is the shade I'm wearing today. It's also the shade I featured in my Rare Beauty Reels on Instagram. And I love the formulation of these metallics. I love the idea of this. But unless you are just looking for something for pops of color, I wouldn't recommend this palette. I would recommend the formula. I would recommend this single shade here. I did try to wear some of the other colors as eyeliner. It works, but it doesn't flatter my skin tone or my eyes very much. So while I love this bronzy metallic shade, and I can really see how the colors pop, they're really, really absolutely beautiful shadows. It's just not something I would personally purchase. I would always have to have a palette like this to make it work. I just don't see myself reaching for it that often. If you're looking for a fun pop of metallic color, then yes, of course, this would be the palette. Formula is great. Colors are fun. You know, like, I probably should have tried using this peachy shade all over the lid, but based on what I was wearing for the week and what I was doing, it just didn't really make sense. Next up, I have the Kevyn Aucoin Glass Glow Face Illuminating Visage Pixie Dream. I kind of always think I don't like this, or I'm not gonna like this, but I actually really love it. I think it gives you this really beautiful dewy highlight. It catches the light really well. It's not the most practical product to wear when you're wearing a mask because it is very emollient and it does kind of like slip and slide. It stays where you put it, but it does slip and slide at the same time. I'm gonna probably rotate this out, but I do really love it. It's very beautiful, very glossy, very like healthy skin, and very also editorial. For my brows this week, I was using the Rare Beauty Brow Harmony Enriched Taupe. So I don't hate this product, but I don't love it. I feel like the pencil is a little thick. It can be a little difficult to get those detailed brow strokes. I don't love the shade, but that's not necessarily the product issue because it's rich taupe, which isn't something I normally would purchase. I probably pick like brunette or brown or dark brown for myself. I do like that it's dual-ended, so it has the spoolie on one end, and the spoolie is a really nice size spoolie. It's there to get the details and really brush through your brow hairs, but it's not going to leave any weird chunks. I do also miss having a spoolie though, because my brows are very thin and sparse and also wispy, so I do need to comb through my brows. And I did try to use the brow gel first and then the pencil, and it didn't work so well. So you still kind of need a separate spoolie. And if you're like me and you purchase this product for convenience, I almost wish it was two separate products and that the pencil had a spoolie, because I'd rather have the spoolie and then purchase the brow gel separately if I needed to, but that's just personal preference. Rotated in this Rare Beauty blush. It's very Rare Beauty heavy. This is the Nearly Mauve, and I absolutely love this formula of blush. Color is also really pretty. It's probably more of a shade I would wear for fall, which is quickly approaching technically. Mentally, I'm not there yet. The formula is really beautiful. I purchased this shade because it was the only one left at the time, and I'm glad I rotated it in. It really gave me an idea of whether or not I would repurchase this in other shades, and I would. I like the packaging. I think it's fun and bubbly. It's like a cream that dries down to a nice powder finish that doesn't feel like it needs to be set, and it doesn't tug at my other products underneath, so I do really like it. Concealer I've been wearing for weeks now is the Orce Cosmetics Concealer 4-in-1. It has SPF 30. It has skincare like peptides and really good ingredients for your under eye, delicate under eye area at effectiveness level. Oftentimes for marketing purposes, brands will just put the minimal amount of an ingredient and then claim the effectiveness of those ingredients. Luckily, consumers are becoming well aware of this marketing ploy, and now brands are being more honest in disclosing the percentage of the actives. The great thing about Rare is that one, it's founded by one of my friends, Alexandra. Two, it has a physical SPF, which is really important around your eye area. It conceals. It's got great coverage. Honestly, the coverage is so good that sometimes I don't feel like I'm using enough of it for the protection of the SPF because the coverage is just so good. It has a nice cooling metal applicator, which also keeps it nice and sanitary. I really love this concealer and have been using it a ton. I'm only now going to rotate it out because I have new products to test out and I want to really give that a shot. The lip liner I was using this past week is in Natural Rose from Pixi. It's the lip contour liner. Really love it. It makes my lips just look a little more defined. I love using this and lip balm. I love using this, and the lip stain, which I've been loving, is from Flower Beauty in Koi. I recently did an Ulta haul of affordable makeup products, and this was one of the stains. I love this Flower Beauty Bitten lip stain, and the shade Koi is just this perfect My Lips but a little bit peachier, and it works really well with this lip liner as well. So really love that combination. I also do use this Jouer Longwear Cream Lip Liner in Sienna Shimmer because it gives me a little bit more of a pout, and what I'll do is just line like certain areas of my lips that I want an extra definition, and then I blend it and you just get a little bit more of a pout. And then for contour, I've been using my Jouer Bloom Bronze and Glow Sunset Bronzer and Highlight Duo. This is in Sunset and Skinny Dip. So Sunset is the shade I use to create a little bit more definition for my cheekbones as well as my jawline and my forehead. And then Skinny Dip's just a really beautiful shimmery highlight on the other side. I don't always use that side, but I love, love, love the cream contour bronzer. And then this is the Laura Mercier Highlight in 01, an oldie but a goodie. It's just one I always have in my makeup collection. It's just so beautiful and very effortless. Like, is she wearing highlight? Is she not? Or are those just her God-given gifted cheekbones that are beautiful? This was a blush I wore a lot this week. This is in Laura Mercier Ginger, and it's their blush color infusion. It's just a really beautiful natural blush that is almost like, is she wearing anything, or is her complexion just perfectly blushed? This is the perfect no blush for my complexion. Didn't get a chance to really use the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer. I used it twice. I like it. I don't hate it. I think it's a great affordable cream bronzer in a very fun kind of bouncy putty-like, dries down to almost airbrush finish. And then Putty Eye Primer, I didn't really use. I don't really think I like this. Give it another go and see if I like it. And then the lip gloss is from, it's in Coconut Water, and this is from Urban Decay that I was using, and I do like it. I love the smell of this. So it's just a really beautiful clear. I'd mix this a lot with my Pixie lip liner. That's everything that I had used last week. Like I mentioned multiple times now, I am going on a girls trip. I don't think I'll even really get ready most of the week. I'm just gonna bring some of the things I know I'm gonna test out from Rose Inc. Maybe a couple complexion things for fun. So excited that Rose Inc. launched at Sephora, and these are the products I picked up. I bought the concealer, which can be used as all over or brightening, and I bought more of a brightening one. And this is the Soft Light Luminous Hydrating Concealer. It is in the shade LX050. I really hope that the shade matches me. I think it will. I like the packaging. Everything looks very chic, sleek, and minimalistic with the rose gold lettering, the frosted glass packaging. It's very well done when it comes to the aesthetics and the marketing of the brand. I'm gonna be interested to see if the products live up to it. Not the most affordable brand, and I understand it's clean, it's toxic free, it's supposed to be ethical and all this stuff. Blush you can just buy the refills for, which is nice. So this is the blush, and it is their lip and cheek color in Foxglove. So you can buy the whole compact, which comes like this, and then you can also pop out the color and get refillables. I do like that. I think that's a little bit more eco-friendly, a little bit more financially doable as well if you wanted different colors. I have the lipstick in Quartz. It's their Lip Sculpt Amplifying Lip Color. Is it a twist up? It's a pull up. So it's just a lip crayon. I don't know about this shade, but there weren't that many options when it came down to the shades. We'll see how that wears. I also did get a free gift, which is the Brow Renewal Enriched Shaping Eyebrow Gel, and this is just clear. So I'm gonna need a brow pencil. So I'm gonna bring this with me. And then outside of the Rose Ink, I purchased a new Dior Addict Lip Glow in Rosewood because I love these and I really wanted it in Rosewood. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna add it in my cart. I got this and I thought this would be perfect for the trip because it's a lip balm. It has a little tint, very beautiful, different from the Rose Inc. products. So something else I'm going to throw in there is this. I've been using this on and off all summer. This is the Lip Bar Skin Glow Highlighting Skin Serum. It has this beautiful, beautiful, delicate shimmer that's not glittery. It's very refined, very elevated. It also has some incredible ingredients that's nourishing and hydrating for the skin, and it just makes your skin look really beautiful. I'm going to use the shade Pretty Penny because I want more of a bronze look this week. What I do is sometimes I'll just dab it on the high points of my face, sometimes I'll put it all over my face, sometimes I will put it and mix it in with a skin product like a foundation or something. I believe it comes in 3 shades. I am also going to continue to use my Jouer Bloom Bronze and Glow Sunset. So I'm going to rotate in my Pixie by Petra Sheer Cheek Gel. This is such a great cheek stain. I'm going to use this Kosas one. I'll rotate this back in. It's the Brow Pop in Brown Black. And of course, I have my Rare Beauty Little Powder and Compact. I don't feel like I need anything else for this trip. I did have this makeup spray from last week in Spellbinder. It's True and Luscious. I do like their products. I don't like this packaging because the spray literally spits at me. Like, it's just, the spray's not good. The spray itself is just too, but the product itself is good. And I do like this brand. Don't love the spray. Okay, so that's everything I'm going to be testing out for next week. If you want to see how the products perform that I just showed you. Tune in next Monday for Makeup Bag Monday. I hope you guys are enjoying the series. As always, I discovered the YouTube beauty community because I was very depressed and kind of not a great headspace, and the YouTube beauty community helped me feel like I was a part of a community and I just wanted to be a part of it, and I wanted to share my love for effortless beauty and my love for testing out products, and it's why I started my YouTube channel. So I hope my videos help you unwind, de-stress, and take your mind off of whatever it is you might need help taking your mind off of. It's how I discovered YouTube, specifically the beauty community, and it's why I wanted to start creating content. So as always, if you haven't subscribed already, I'd appreciate if you do so and give this video a thumbs up, share it with anybody you think might enjoy it, and tune in next week for all of the updates on this review. I do upload Makeup Bag Mondays every Monday. New beauty reviews, get ready with me's, or hauls on Sundays, and occasionally I upload new professional facial treatments and ASMR facials on Fridays. Make sure you subscribe and turn on that notification to be notified whenever I upload, or follow me on Instagram stories because I always update you guys on new uploads over there as well. Until next time, have a beautiful, wonderful rest of your day. Bye!